right, number 1 asks us to factor. So the first rule of factoring is to find a GCF. So I'm going to look at my smallest number, and 4 can't go into 6, but multiples of 4, 2 and 2, so I know that 2 can evenly divide into both of those numbers, so that's the biggest number that can evenly divide. And then what I'm going to do is divide both of those terms by 2 and put the answer inside of the parentheses. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. I don't know what's wrong with the top of my pen here. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that would be my final solution on that one. So number 2, first rule of factoring, always look for a GCF. And I recognize that the GCF here is going to be 3. And do they have anything else in common? I see that they have, they both have x's and they both have at least 2 common. So now I'm divide everything by 3x squared. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. And if I have 3 x's on top and x squared on bottom, those subtract to leave me with a single x. Negative 21 divided by 3 is 7, and my x's subtract away. So that would be my final answer for number 2. All right, number 3 asked me to factor, so I'm going to look for a GCF, and I notice that this one does not have a GCF, and it has 3 terms. So this is an opportunity for me to factor a trinomial using the magic X or slide and divide. So first we would see if it had a leading coefficient here, and it does not. So the last term goes in the top part of the box, and the middle term always goes in the bottom part. So now I need to find 2 numbers that multiply to 18 that add or subtract to give me 7. So 1 times 18, that's not going to work. 2 times 9, let's try those. So I know one of them has to be negative in order for me to get a negative 18, and I need to figure out which one needs to be negative in order for me to get a negative 7 on the bottom. So I need to make it the bigger number. So negative 9 plus 2 gives me negative 7. So I can pull those out with my x's and say x plus 2 and x minus 9. And then I look to make sure that I don't have a leading coefficient that I need to slide and divide, and I don't on this one, so I am done. All right, number 4. So if we're asked to factor, first we're going to look for a GCF, and this one does not have one. So I notice that it has 3 terms, and I will be using my x. And this one does have a leading coefficient, so I need to make sure to multiply that by the last term. So 2 times negative 5 is going to give me negative 10, and the middle term always goes in the bottom part of my x. So now I'm finding 2 numbers that multiply to 10 that add or subtract to give me 3. Let's try 2 and 5. So in order for me to get a negative 10, I know one of them has to be negative, and in order to make this story true of positive 3, we have to say 5 minus 2. So we can pull those out, x minus 2, x plus 5, and then always go back and check to see if we had a leading coefficient, and this one we did, so it was a 2, so we're going to divide these by 2 and see if we need to slide anything over. So that 2 divided by 2 turns into 1, and 5 divided by 2 gives us a decimal, so we're going to want to slide this over, giving us 2x plus 5.